Carl, a hard-fought victory in the FA Cup, but we're through to the fourth qualifying round. What were your thoughts on what you saw this evening?
It won't look a glamorous result. I recognise that when people looked at the fixture, a replay with us having gone there and got the draw late on, it was now our opportunity to really assert ourselves on the game at home the way that we have done. But the game changes after 3 minutes. I mean, we've played 95 minutes over the entire game with added time with 10 men, and that's immensely difficult. It's one thing going down to 10 when you are in front and you can just try and see a game out. If you are behind in a game and you can throw caution to the wind, the scoreline is 0-0. Everything that you've worked on since Saturday and you've tried to prepare, rip it up, start again, and we had to do that. But we pride ourselves, firstly as a group, on absolute commitment, maximum effort, and I think you could see that in abundance. And we pride ourselves on a staff for supporting the players and trying to set them up in a way that equips them to find solutions to problems. So we were able to do that quite quickly. I would just say we learned loads about the group. Tonight, yes, but over the 2 games, because we're 2 minutes from going out of the competition on Saturday. And then tonight, you could understand if things went against us and we had to dig in, we had to show every aspect of the game with the ball, without the ball restarts, for the entirety of the game with only 10 men. So very, very proud of the players, very pleased for them, and equally pleased for the supporters as well.
You've mentioned it there, but the defensive unit tonight with Kev coming on and even Mitch coming on left back late on, how pleased were you with their show?
I think it's important you don't exaggerate, but it was probably the greatest defensive showing of a back line of all time, certainly in this continent. But you shouldn't exaggerate. Really pleased, and we just had a little shift, because what you don't want to do, if you're winning a game, you can just settle into a shape and go, we'll just protect. Well, you need to do that. You're a man light. We are a high energy pressing team. We've done that really well here. You can't do that when you're a man light. You can't just chase an extra man. You can run and you can work hard, and you saw that in abundance from our players, but you have to find solutions. So if you appreciate that side of the game tactically, you can say we did it, put an extra man on the back line to allow you to press forward, sacrifice something a bit more obvious at the top end of the pitch. In possession, how can you replicate as much as what we are, but also try and create the man that you're missing? And can you pin players, opposition players, into different positions with where you might start? And if there was any frustration, it's probably that we weren't great with the ball in the first half. That meant that defensive unit had to do a lot of defending, but individually, terrific. Great that one of them gets the goal from a set piece. And it's massive for the supporters, because some stuff's gone against us tonight, and I pride myself on being really fair and really honest as much as I can be. Pay massive credit to the opposition that gave us a good test tonight, that made it difficult for us at times on Saturday. We had to come from behind to get something, but I was frustrated, not by my team, not by the away team, but the only other time I've spoken about match officials this season. It would be remarkable if I was talking about the same individual or group of individuals again, wouldn't it?
And you've talked about a lot the first 12 games being what you look at as how you reflect on the start of the season. It's now been 12 games, obviously second in the league, through in the FA Cup. How would you reflect quickly on our start to the season?
Yeah, okay. Pleased for the supporters, and I hope that you see that there'll be bumps in the road, whether we're successful or not this season. That's a guarantee. It's the only guarantee I can probably offer. It'll never be through a lack of trying, and that is certainly on the pitch first and foremost. The same with us on the bench with the lads. We're all in. We're desperate. I want this to be the year we do something. I remember the club that I came into and the position that was in, and along the way we've tried to give the supporters some really good moments and some good experiences and some good memories, and the cup allows you to do that. We had to make that important to us tonight with 10 men when it's going to penalise us on Saturday. We're going to be thin on the ground. That is an exhaustion that we didn't need. But fundamentally, we've been determined to reward those supporters that will come to Spennymoor on the opening day when we disappoint, that stick with us and stick with us. Let's see what the next 12 games bring, and the 12 games after that, and the 12 games after that. But tonight is a prime example of what the supporters have representing our club out there on the pitch, and we will give everything. And that is a promise, and that might not be enough. If we do fall short, it is that guarantee it won't be through a lack of trying. But for now, like I say, don't get carried away, but learn the words to abide with me, and probably book your trains to Wembley, because after nights like that, when you're with 10 men, you feel like you're going to win the FA Cup.
Thank you, Cam.